Alright guys, here we go, 2023 OMRA Bob Lanphere GP. It's going to be just the highlights of the race. So, those of you that have already watched the first lap, some of this stuff is going to look very familiar to you, as there are plenty of highlights to show on the first lap. This kind of set the tone for the day, hit the ground really early in the race. Not the best way to conduct business. And here you're just going to see me still trying to gather myself all early on in the first lap, letting the fast guys from the rows behind me by so that I'm not in the way and interfering with their race. Lots of that going on here, just letting people go by, trying to stay out of the way. Honestly, I was pretty rattled, making mistakes here, as you can tell. The bars were twisted pretty good. My lever is not in my favorite position as far as the brake lever goes anyhow. So I'm just trying to kind of reacclimate myself to my dirt bike at this point. But still pretty early in the first lap. I'm able to catch up to someone that's actually in my class, and he lets me go by here, so I don't think he was feeling any more comfortable with the course than I was. And the first time I get into the single track, which is some of my favorite stuff, I just about end up right off the single track. So, making mistakes, dealing with the twisted up front end, not making any excuses. It was kind of difficult. The course was awesome. They did a great job on the course. There was some fast, flowy stuff. Unfortunately, it was littered with golf ball sized rocks on it that if you got into that stuff, it was, traction was really hard to find, but mixed in with some really nice fun single track. And like I said before, maybe not the best race track. It was really tough to pass in a single track. You'd get into the dust, and usually, for me anyhow, I'd have to kind of drop back a little bit just to stay out of the dust. But, overall, a really fun course. Just a little tough to pass. Even on the double track here, it was so fast and flowy that, guys were using the whole course. So, yeah, it just made it a little tough. This will be the end of the first lap here, and, yeah, survived that, and I did think about pulling off here just because I wasn't feeling it, but I'd driven a long way, paid a little bit of money, so may as well come out here and just turn it into a ride day and have some fun. So this guy, he was in the row behind me, I think 50A, and he had a really good pace going, but I just kind of linked up with him and kind of found some flow riding with this gentleman. And it really helped me out, honestly. So you'll see quite a few clips of me kind of catching up to him and him pulling away, me dropping back from some of the, when we get into the single track and into the dusty sections, and then catching back up to him in some of the single track that had a little more moisture in it, where there was no dust. But he had a great pace going early, and I think maybe he faded a little bit. Maybe in lap 3, because I was able to catch him and pass him. But other than that, I spent, probably a lap and a half, lap and 3/4 behind him. But great job to you, sir. You were riding really well, in my opinion. kind of reeling him in at this point, and definitely feeling like I have a little more speed than him, but I don't think he knew that I was behind him. And like I said, he's not my class, so I have nothing to gain by passing him or making an aggressive move here. So I'm content with just riding this pace. The guys in my class are gone at this point, so yeah, we just kind of manage it. Looking for an opportunity to get by him, but he was riding really solid, and just not finding any way around him.
Howdy.
This is the pit area. You just kind of ride through nice and slow. They wanted you to ride at 5 miles an hour, and that's what we all tried to do. At this point in the race, I'm kind of feeling like I want to get past this guy. He's not really slowing me up per se, but I know I've got a little more pace in me. You can see, like in this instance, he get into this double track, he was pretty good in this stuff. Getting into the dust, and I'd have to let him go a little bit, but again, I think part of the time he just didn't realize I was behind him. Really wanted to get by here. I'm looking for a line, trying, to stay out of the main line, but there just was no way around him in this section without him letting me by. Like I said, I think he got a little tired and his pace maybe slowed a little bit. Other than that, he was riding great. I feel like as soon as he knew I was behind him, he kind of gave me the signal to go ahead and go past, and that's kind of how we ran it.
Good boy.
I think that's the end of lap 3, heading into lap 4 maybe. Not a lot to talk about in lap 4.
Where'd that guy come from?
Yeah, so that was your overall winner right there. He was flying. He was going fast. Yes, I got lapped. Happens all the time. Doesn't even bother me anymore. Ethan getting by me here. Hopefully I wasn't in his way for any longer than I had to be. Anyhow, that's about all I got for this one. So thanks for watching, and until the next one, I'm out.